Temple Challenge Cup, Southampton University on the Bark Station, and it's the Dutch on the Buck Station. This is one of the more keenly anticipated races of the morning.
Yeah, one of our foreign entries to come in here, and it's great to see that they've been able to get here. Southampton University yesterday, they started fast, took a significant lead and were not yet later pressed from the report from the men and women on the back of the boats. But I think it will be the Dutch that we know have come here in good form. We're expecting to go out fast and were one of the selected crews.
That is pretty much what's happened. The Dutch there a length up already. Southampton University, I thought, one of the more impressive boats on the water yesterday morning. We were on duty for that, Sarah, and they beat University College Oxford and Wolfson, who never really looked like they were in the race and could keep with Southampton University, but I think they're going to have potentially a step up in class today for Southampton University.
Yeah, this Nereus boat has got some really good pedigree in it. They've got some under-23 representation for their Dutch team. They've done their international honours, and now they're doing their club honours here in the Temple.
Nereus of the Netherlands have done exactly what we were talking about earlier. They got control of the race with a fast start, got a length up within a couple of 100 metres, maybe 300 or 400 metres, and now they can sit on that lead, and they can all see the Southampton University students in the rear view mirrors, and they're thinking, okay, oh, they seem to be careful their steering as they head a little bit close to the booms there, the Dutch, and the Cox has clearly seen that. They'll try and steer them out a little bit wider. A duck's width between them and the booms.
Yeah, just enough. I'm not breathing in and out. I'm not holding my breath. So for me, it feels okay and comfortable at that stage. And they're really making sure that they do stay on their side of the course and managing their stroke. You can see the coxswain is very, very quiet with his hands. The hands on the side of the boat, they have rudder strings in them, and if he moves those up and down, that's how the rudder is moved. You can see he's sitting there very, very quietly, allowing his men to really just manage their boat and work their way through. And what a lead they have opened up. Southampton University rode away from the crew, and they were racing yesterday, and they're having a similar experience here at the Regatta today by a selected crew.
What a lead indeed that the Dutch are enjoying. Haven't had too many international boats on the water just yet, but the Dutch have got over here. And the fact they've made the journey, the fact they've had to go through all the various processes to be here, they're not here for a holiday, they're definitely meaning business, and this performance backs that up. So what will they do to, presuming that nothing untoward happens in the next few hundred metres, Sarah, what do they do between now and their next round?
So what they'll be doing is getting off the water pretty quick. There's no room for a cool down on this course, so they'll come round the yellow buoy that we've put out there past the spectators' lawn, go back up to the Fawley Meadows, and then they'll be thinking about recovery and tomorrow's race. So what recovery might look like is, as a rower, always thinking first and foremost about food. What do you need to eat, and how do you need to stretch, and how do you need to think about the race tomorrow?
So they'll have a little bit of time to do that. Isaac Wisma in the bow seat, you can see there for the Dutch. Look at that stroke rate, that's just steady, isn't it?
It is steady and strong, but look at the blade work. It really is lovely when you can see that. Just because they've come down the rate, they haven't come down on the technique in any way. You can see how the blades are just picking up the water, that bigger black splash, as we call it, backsplash there, as they put the blades in, and it's just really, really shallow in the water. They're picking up that light water of the Henley Regatta course, not going deeper down, digging at all, and that is meaning that they are as efficient as they can be.
Well, they could row back to the Netherlands at that pace, couldn't they? Look at and they look so good, calm. The technique is nailed, isn't it? When they get to that rate, they've really got that spot on.
But believe me, when they come back to the finish and pass off in a minute or so, or a few seconds' time, they will be hurting. Although they are low rate, they are working hard.
So, over the line, Nereus of the Netherlands. commanding performance from them. They had a really huge lead at one point in the race and actually conserved energy for later rounds towards the back end of the race. Southampton University got back to a couple of lengths, but that didn't tell the full story because they were far further back mid-race.
And there they are. You can see that the work has happened in that boat, efficient, and they won that race.